If you'd know the value of money, go and borrow some. Nitrogen monoxide nation was ever ruined by trade. Drive thy business, or it will drive thee. In this world nothing is certain but death and taxes. He that falls in love with himself will have nitrogen monoxide rivals. Let thy discontents be thy secrets, if the world knows them, will despise thee and increase them. There is nitrogen monoxide little enemy. Setting to good an example is a kind of slander seldom forgiven. Experience keeps a dear school, yet fools will learn in nitrogen monoxide other. Avarice and happiness never saw each other, how then should they become acquainted? Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. Write with the learned, pronounce with the vulgar. Laws to gentle are seldom obeyed, to severe, seldom executed. God heals, and the doctor takes the fee. Necessity never made a good bargain. Let thy child's first lesson be obedience, and the second will be what thou wilt. 3 may keep a secret, if 2 of them are dead. If you'd have it done, go, if not, send. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Remember that time is money. We must all hang together, or assuredly we shall all hang separately. There never was a good war or a bad peace. If your riches are yours, why don't you take them with you to t'other world? Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Happiness depends more on the inward disposition of mind than on outward circumstances. Diligence is the mother of good luck. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Human felicity is produced not so much by great pieces of good fortune that seldom, as by little advantages that occur every day. Nothing was useful which was not honest. Speak little, do much. As we enjoy great advantages from the inventions of others, we should be glad of an opportunity to serve others by any invention of ours, and this we should do freely and generously. Don't value a man for the quality he is of, but for the qualities he possesses. Lost time is never found again. Would you live with ease, do what you ought, and not what you please. What more valuable than gold? Diamonds. Than diamonds? Virtue. Having been poor is nitrogen monoxide shame, but being ashamed of it is. If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead and rotten, either write things worth reading, or do things worth the writing. Sell not virtue to purchase wealth, nor liberty to purchase power. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. Our cause is the cause of all mankind. We are fighting for their liberty and defending our own. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. Haste makes waste. It is better to take many injuries than to give one. All the property that is necessary to a man for the conservation of the individual is his natural right, which none can justly deprive him of. Reading was the only amusement I allowed myself. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. Better slip with foot than tongue. Every man is of common right, and by the laws of God, a freeman and entitled to the free enjoyment of liberty. In reality, there is, perhaps, no one of our natural passions so hard to subdue as pride. Teach your child to hold his tongue, he'll learn fast enough to speak. A true friend is the best possession. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. The poor have little, beggars none, the rich too much, enough not one. He that's content hath enough, he that complains has too much. There are nitrogen monoxide, gains without pains. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Visits should be short, like a winter's day, lest you're too troublesome hasten. Away, he does not possess wealth, it possesses him. Great modesty often hides great merit. It was about this time I conceived the bold and arduous project of arriving at moral perfection. I soon found I had undertaken a task of more difficulty than I had imagined. So convenient a thing is it to be a reasonable creature, since it enables one to find or make a reason for everything one has a mind to do. Rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. Content makes poor men rich, discontent makes rich men poor. Who is strong? He that can conquer his bad habits. Love your enemies, for they tell you your faults. Don't throw stones at your neighbors if your own windows are glass. Without freedom of thought there can be nitrogen monoxide, such thing as wisdom, and nitrogen monoxide, such thing as public liberty, without freedom of speech. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. Fools need advice most, but wise men only are the better for it. Do you love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. Well done is better than well said. Having been poor is nitrogen monoxide. Shame, being ashamed of it is. I am for doing good to the poor, but I differ in opinion of the mean. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead, either write something worth reading or do things worth writing. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Money has never made a man happy yet, nor will it. The more a man has, the more he wants. Instead of filling a vacuum, it makes one. God helps those who help themselves. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. Work as if you were to live 100 years. Pray as if you were to die tomorrow. In this world nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. A slip of the foot you may soon recover, but a slip of the tongue you may never get over. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. Make yourself sheep, and the wolves will eat you. When you are finished, changing you're finished. Those things that hurt, instruct. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Words may show a man's wit, actions his meaning. Joy is not in things, it is in us. A good example is the best sermon. He who falls in love with himself will have nitrogen monoxide rivals. Never confuse motion with action. Motivation is when your dreams put on work clothes. You may delay, but time will not. He that can have patience can have what he will. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. Lost time is never found again. Here is my creed. I believe in one God, the creator of the universe. That he governs it, his providence. That he ought to be worshipped. Never leave till tomorrow, which you can do today. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. If you want to become rich, never waste your time and money. A penny saved is a penny earned. Energy and persistence conquer all things. He that hath a trade hath an estate, he that hath a calling hath an office of profit and honor. There are three things extremely hard: steel, a diamond, and to know one's self. God grant that not only the love of liberty but a thorough knowledge of the rights of man may pervade all the nations of the earth, so that a philosopher may set his foot anywhere on its surface and say, "This is my country." Freedom is not a gift bestowed upon us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. Our cause is the cause of all mankind. We are fighting for their liberty in defending our own. From a persuasion that equal liberty was originally the portion, it is still the birthright of all men. Sell not liberty to purchase power. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Where liberty dwells, there's my country. Every man is of common right, and by the laws of God, a freeman and entitled to the free enjoyment of liberty. It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Without freedom of thought there can be nitrogen monoxide, such thing as wisdom, and nitrogen monoxide, such thing as